Hello and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so we're in a little bit of a predicament here. I'm going to show you some spliced in footage from things that have happened up until this point, and then I will explain what is going on currently. Alright, so first off, what happened was um, we had a diplomat arrive. That didn't seem too significant till we found out that this was a an elf, an elf diplomat. And this is what he said to our person. His name was Maffey Thaman. Was it Thim Manning? Something like that. Um, he said, or I should say, he had the audacity to say, "You have disrespected the trees in this area." Well, crying out loud! But this is what we have come to expect from your stunted kind. Further abuse cannot be tolerated. Let this be a warning to you. hmm Yeah, he had the audacity to say that. And then he said, "Oh, he's a visitor, come for diplomacy and to relax." So he goes and enjoys our wooden-built tavern that we murdered trees for, apparently, and he decides to tell stories. So let's see here. I'm gonna actually try and bring up what he was telling stories of. If I have that footage, do I? No, I had something like when Ranger went missing for a week. I forgot that was next. Um, I don't know what happened to this guy. And I still don't know what happened to this guy. He just said he's missing for a week. And I never did find out what that was about. Then, yeah, the Hill Titan. Zolang Strobanow Adodab has come. Alright, I can't pronounce that. I have no clue how to pronounce it, but there's a freaking Hill Titan. But here's the thing. A gray three-eyed cockatoo. Now, cockatoos can fly. Isn't that wonderful? It has a round shell, and it has an austere look about it, which I'm not quite sure what that means. Usually that means something. Its lemon feathers are fluffed out. Beware its poisonous bite. So we have a whole slew of things going on with this thing, and I was like, at first I let it go for a few seconds, thinking, well, we'll just lock ourselves down. But here he is flying around, like at tree level. And finally, that's just where I paused it. He was entering into the tavern itself. That's where he found entrance. I can't remember what happened. I think I hit all the levers again, but there was no way. Once he was flying, he would have gotten in anyway. They never got to the tavern one. But it's actually good because we actually have tavern visitors here that are military people that can possibly defend us. So that's where we are currently. Okay, so now we're back to live and in person, and we're on my new computer. Yay! So I've been talking about that the whole Let's Play, haven't I? But we're on a new computer, so if things look slightly different, skewed or whatever, that's why. Now we have a combat report. I just want to double check because I think this is all left over from the siege. I don't know exactly what he was doing there. So they had a fight with that eagle, and it was short. Remember last time? Then it says he looks sick. He's off for buddy's forceful impact. And I don't know what he was fighting with the goblin. Maybe that was from the fall from when he fell into the ice. I don't know. I could actually have it as a combat report. We don't have any combat reports yet from this Hill Titan. So, at any rate, the siege really just broke not too long ago, and I had dropped the drawbridges and let out all the people that wanted to go home. That's just why we actually don't have as many people here as what I've liked with the diplomats there, thankfully. So, in this slaughter is about to happen. I have no military yet. I did have them start to make some copper items. So I may have about like 10 copper axes or something, but no one in a military yet. Oh, so I let it go. I see blood already. All right, let's bring up the report here, because wow. Okay, let's see here. That was that. So we've already got a few. Let's go in order here from bottom to up. So the beekeeper is fighting, bruising. Okay, so he bruised the Hell Titan. Attacks and misses, punches, bruising, bruising. The beekeeper punches the Titan in the upper left corner, bruising the muscle. So the beekeeper's just punching him, and then he's like, really, like, holy crap, in the midst of conflict, I laugh in the face of death. So our beekeeper is one tough mother. So that's pretty cool. All right. The Melissa Bear in blah is fighting. I did change some of the people I was going to, their titles to, if I was going to put them in the military. So if you're wondering why their name's called militia, that is why. Not much happening here. Other than they're laughing in the face of death. That's pretty cool. The human poet is fighting. Bruising again. I don't think, because it's got a shell, we may not be able to beat it with just mere punching. So I'm hoping that the military dudes that came in will save us, basically. Punches the Hell Titan. Bruising the fat, blah, blah, blah. I laugh in the face of death. That's good, but it's a good attitude. All you're doing is bruising things. Ranger tearing the skin and bruising the fat. That's a little different. So he grabs the Ranger with his right wing, and that's where we're at there. Animal Caretaker kicks the Hell Titan. This is my fight too. There is no need to feel vengeful. What? Okay. So the animal caretaker punching the Hell Titan. I have a part in this. There's no need to be vengeful. So for some reason, I don't understand what that actually means, but there's no need to be vengeful. Like, I have a part in it. It's almost like he's pissed off that other people are fighting it. I don't know. Anyway, he misses. Punching the Titan. There's a lot of punching and bruising. We're really not doing a whole lot. Okay, now here, right here, he bites. The Hell Titan bites the animal caretaker in the lower right arm, only bruising through his cloak. Charges the animal caretaker. The animal caretaker jumps away. And here's this one. Ooh, 2 pages. All right. Let's see. Beekeeper kicks. Oh no, this is sort of the point of view of the Hell Titan. It's basically just going to go into what all the other combat reports were. I'm pretty sure. Now he did a few things. Like I said, he bit the lower arm of the animal caretaker there, as you can see. I just re-showing it. So not much has gone on here in this fight. I want to bring up the V menu and go over Mr. Forgotten Beast, because I really... It's showing injuries, but these are really just bruises, so he's not really badly off here. And that guy, the animal caretaker, obviously that bruise on his arm. I thought he bruised one other guy, but nothing yet. Now what we want is for this guy here, this elf diplomat, to be killed. I think that would be superb. For some reason that mace dwarf is knocked out sleeping over here. Can I have it go ahead by ticks here? I've never been very good at this. I think I'm hitting the wrong frickin'... Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong button here. What one was that again? One step. It's not showing what that is. It's just showing a nice big square here. I thought it was the slash button, but... Oh, it's the period button. Okay. Alright, so we have another combat report. Let's bring that up. A little more has gone on. I think it ended here. Bruising the muscle, bruising the muscle. These are our people, these blue ones, bruising his muscles. and he manages to make a punch once himself or swing once himself, but he misses. We're just doing a lot of fat bruising. Wait a minute. Human poet strikes the hill giant in the right foot with his a world of mukak teal udders, bruising the skin. He's attacking him with that codex we read earlier. Let's bring up the codex. Wait, I'm not kidding. He's attacking him with this book that we read earlier. I will click on it real quickly if you want to pause and reread it. I mean, it's really interesting, but he's attacking him with that book about what was it? I don't know. The apprenticeship book that he wrote. So let's let it go ahead here a little bit more. Now it'd be really nice if the militia guy woke up. But we do have one military guy here, right under this mouse pointer. I think this one is too. So they should be armed, I think, theoretically speaking. Human crossbowman and a human spearman should be armed. I'm going to take a look at their inventory. He's got a large shield, iron shield here. Does it actually say the spear? No. No actual spear. And for the crossbowman, nothing. They're not actually armed. Isn't that wonderful? Now the question is this sleeping guy armed? He's got a bronze shield. They have shields, but do we have no, just standard clothing. I mean, they could do some more damage with the shield bashing, I suppose, but let it go a couple more ticks here. Obviously, people are moving around and stuff, so let's bring up the... We're going to ignore the part about the Reacher, because I think that's just an old... He was also fighting the Reacher at an earlier point in time. That's a guess. Oh, look. Okay, well, if we go back into their individual combat reports, it's a little bit easier to see what each person's doing individually. Human crossbowman standing up, and now he's using the schist mug to attack him. And he's using his shield, which is smart. That's the only thing he's got, the human spearman. Who is this person doing? The militia gives into the pain. So this militia man must have got hit here at some point. Well, he got the bruising in the arm. Hill kicks the militia in the neck with his right foot, bruising the muscle and shattering the upper spine through the cloak, the llama wool cloak. So he didn't have much protection there. Now this particular militia guy was hitting him with strange dwarfs, which is the other codex. They're using the codexes for combat. Two different people are using that codex. So that's interesting. So the goblin poet is fighting. Latches on firmly. Breaks the grip. Wait, the Hill Titan breaks the grip of the goblin poet's upper front teeth on Hill Giant's second toe. So basically, the goblin poet we have in this mix, he is biting the upper tooth on the Hill Giant. His second toe on his left foot. And it also tore out his scratched at the neck, tearing the fat. So the goblin's helping out even a little bit. That goblin had gotten into that big, as you see up here, where he had gotten into that barroom brawl earlier. So this is like quite the combat report. There's probably more going on here. Yeah, a world of that Mukak Teal Udders was this poet's using that for combat. Dancers fighting. The dancer kicks him in the right foot. So they're just attacking the feet like crazy here. Beekeeper doing some more punching. So that's what's been going on in those few ticks. So I'm going to keep going ahead. That's what this episode is going to be, because I may, like I said before, I'm probably ending the fort anyway because I got my computer back, just starting off on a new thing. So let's just see them. They're all gang piling on it. It's still there. So let's bring up the combat report some more. Because now we're nearing, look at this, 7 pages worth of this stuff, so I let it go a little more. How much I don't remember here. Alright, yeah, we had a few pages worth of stuff just happen. Some of this stuff doesn't look familiar. The Hill Titan releases the grip of the Hill Titan's left wing on the... Alright, he's grappling... The Hill Titan's wing is actually attacking the Goblin Poet there. Well, maybe I should go back further back, because this is... I think it's... Yeah, more of these attacking with the Codex thing. Alright, we know about this break. He broke the grip of the toe bite from the Goblin. So we'll just keep going forward here. Most of this is like looking like to me like it's just bruising the fat with punching. Bruising the muscle, bruising the fat. Different people attacking. So we'll just stick with this particular combat report since it has everyone's attacking the Hill Giant, but it's from the Hill Giant's point of view, I think. Hill Giant releases the grip of that wing. He was grappling the poet with the wing. So that was interesting. Continuing the batch with the shield, bruising the fat, bruising the muscle with that. He's crossbowman and using the mug to attack. So basically using everything in the bar we can possibly use that's on hand to use, we'll use. Bruising the fat, bruising the fat. Hill Giant finally tries to get an attack on the Goblin Poet, who gets away. He seems focused on the Goblin Poet, which is fine by me. Bruising the fat. Our guys here again bruising the fat with different things. No major hits. He grabs the poet in the right lower arm with his right wing now. He's basically grappling him with the wings. Does he even have arms? I'm wondering. Maybe he only has wings. We'll have to take a look at that in a minute. He locks the Goblin Poet's right elbow with the right wing. So he's grappling him with the wings. Bruising the fat. Basically, he gets more bruising things with punches and shield bashes and codex bashes and all that stuff. He kicks the Goblin Poet in the lower body with its left foot, bruising the muscle and bruising the stomach through. See now, the Hill Giant's attacks are gonna be a little more brutal because look, he got propelled away by the force. Now, I thought he was grappled, but I don't know. Yeah, further down you'll see something about that. Bruising the muscle. We are not landing any real damaging hits on him, even though we're just bruising. We're bruising a lot here. Hill Titan bites the Goblin Poet. Lower right leg, bruising the muscle through the dress. Through the dress? Oh, our Goblin Poet may be female. I didn't notice that before. Dancer bruises the fat. The Hill Giant releases the grip of his right wing on his right lower arm. So, yeah, when he propelled him away up here further, he was still grappled, so he really didn't get propelled away like any actual distance. Just more bruising the fat. The militia guys bites the Hill Giant, latching on firmly. And remember now, he's not an actual militia guy. This is our guy that I just changed his title to militia because I was going to eventually put him and many others into militia. So, I mean, we may, so he actually didn't really have much in the way of skill or nothing. Anyway, more bruising the fat and muscle. Tearing, wait, now the Goblin Poet scratches first toe, right foot. He's going after that toe. That Goblin Poet's attacking that toe like crazier. Breaks the grip of the militia. Okay, so he just keeps breaking the grip on that. with a toe biting. Awesome. Then he grabs the poet again, the goblin poet, with his right wing. Punching, more punching, more punching. Grip the right wing. Then he releases the grip. I don't want to bore you guys, but this episode's going to be the last episode, and it's going to be mainly combat reports from this thing. And if he somehow kills all these dudes here, that means he's going to be heading down to the fort. Will probably make up a makeshift militia with every solitary person left in the fort and what weapons I can get them to use, and maybe we'll be able to kill him. But I honestly don't care if he kills everyone in our fort, since this is the last episode. I might as well just have him end it for us, unless this hill giant's female, and it's a she, so I don't know. Anyway, he's grabbing her by the left ear using his wing. It's kind of hard to grip it that way, but okay. And kicks the goblin in the lower lip. Right foot. You know, a lot of this combat, it's cool and all, but not much going on. And if this guy would just wake up, that may help us out here. The thing is, no one's got an actual real weapon, except for blunt stuff. And with the shell, I'm not sure how much it'll damage us. So let's go ahead here. I'm gonna move it ahead with ticks again. A little ways. Oh, quite a ways, as you can see. Let's go back in. 10 pages, so he'll tighten having something breathing. That's the last one. So looks like we may have landed some good hits here. Let's go back to page 7. Because I want to see, because we may actually be turning the tide here. Alright, we knew about this. He's gripping the goblin's ear with his left wing. Alright, more bruising the muscles there. Now, more bruising the muscles. Grabs the upper right wing. Upper body with the right wing. That's a little more intelligent to grab that part. Kicks the goblin poet. Bruising stuff. The ranger latches on firmly, tearing at the fat on his lower body. So our ranger's biting. I don't know what the ranger, is that the human ranger? That might not be our guy. Bruising the muscle. This guy's bruising the muscle. So the bruising stuff may actually not really affect this thing anyway. So the biting tactics might actually be of better use. You know? So we can get some bleed effects and stuff. Hill Titan releases the grip of the Hill Titan wing on the goblin poet. And he was also grappling with his... he broke the ranger's grasp who was biting him in his lower body. Doesn't say groin, but we can imagine maybe the ranger's biting his biting his Mr. Winky. But, okay, we can imagine that, but that's pretty messed up. I mean, maybe that's the only weak area on this thing, because it's got a frickin' shell, for crying out loud. Attacks the ranger, but he rolls away. Human poet now is latching on firmly. He's biting him in the lower body also. More bruising the fats. Bruising the fat. Breaks the grip. The lower body from the human poet, grabs the poet. The goblin poet now, sorry, the human poet broke the grip of the bite from on the lower body, and the goblin poet. Oh no, he's grabbing the goblin poet with his wings, okay. Bruising the muscle. Bruising the muscle. Now, sooner or later, some of these bruising attacks could break something, and then that could do some major damage here. Now, the hill giant bites the goblin poet in the right upper arm, and the injured part explodes into gore. So the goblin poet is just taking a major injury, and artery has been opened by the attack. So the goblin poet, which I think he's a petitioned guy, and he's actually living here, took a major injury. Basically, his right upper arm, which probably means the whole arm is gone, basically, he bit the arm off. Now, Hill Titan extract is injected into the Goblin Poet's goblin blood. The Hill Giant latches on firmly, so not only that, he's still holding on to him. So the Goblin Poet's in bad shape here. The Animal Caretaker punches, bruising the fat, bruising the muscle, bruising the fat, bruising the muscle. Alright, the Hill Giant shakes the Goblin Poet around now by the right upper arm, shaking the right upper arm's bone. An artery in the right upper arm, so more arteries are being opened up by him shaking around the body now. It's already been open. Many nerves have been severed and a tendon has been torn. Yeah. You know what? Good, because I really don't want the goblin here anyway. The Animal Caretaker scratches the Titan, tearing the fat. Poet bruising the fat. And he's grabbing the Beekeeper. More bruising of the fats. More attacks with the Codex here. We're at the end here, so something. We must have landed something here. Bruising the fat, bruising the fat. Alright, now the Hill Giant locks the Beekeeper. Right wrist, okay. More bruising of the fat. Now, alright. The Hill Titan bends the Beekeeper's left hand with the Hill Titan's right wing. He's grappled with the wing. And the left wrist collapses. I think he broke the wrist of the Beekeeper. A ligament in the left wrist has been torn. And a tendon has been torn. So that's something that I think our dude could probably heal from. Bruising the fat. Tearing and bruising the fat. Because he's scratching. Now the Hill Giant releases the lock on the Beekeeper, so he's okay now. Tearing and bruising the fat, the Spearman does. Dancer punches. Bruising the fat, okay. Hill Giant kicks the Beekeeper in the head with his right foot, and the injured part explodes. Okay. I think our Beekeeper's dead. The first death. And the Beekeeper's head explodes and his whole freaking body gets propelled away. It doesn't actually say he's been struck down here, though. But I'm imagining if his right foot explodes, that in the head. Yeah. So imagine if your head explodes in the gore, you're probably dead anyway. So that's a guess. I'm just guessing here. I'm not a doctor. Alright, an artery has been opened by the neck. Alright, so anyway, he'll bleed to death. The Beekeeper is propelled away. It's possible that his head exploded and he's just going to bleed to death now. Alright, now the Militia Man punches the Hill Giant in the right leg, bruising the fat. And the little Caretaker scratches, tearing the fat. Now, right after the Animal Caretaker scratches the Hill Giant in the upper body, tearing the fat, the Hill Giant is having trouble breathing. I don't know why that is, is it because of the tearing of the fat in the upper body? So our person scratched him, he's having a problem breathing. I suppose eventually maybe we could break this guy down. So page 10, it's having problems breathing. So yeah. But our Beekeeper's dead. Like quite dead, I'm sure. So let's move this ahead. Yep, Beekeeper's been found dead. Move us ahead a little bit. And that's his dead corpse there. I almost was hoping this frickin' elf would get in this and this guy would go and kill the elf. So, what does that say here? Emotional shock. Fish dissectors, grieving. Emotional shock from the thresher. Emotional shock. These might be family members of that Beekeeper. And they're like just suddenly heard about it and they're in shock now. So let's bring up the combat report. I'm going to go from his point of view again. This is page 11. So now, let's see. Yeah. Not much happening there. More bruising. Grappling. More bruising on our part. He charged the guy, dodged. I'm going to try and go over this a little bit better. Okay, they found him dead. Yeah, we knew that. A lot of missing and a lot of just punches and glancing away. And that one, bruising. More bruising. More bruising. Yeah, not much going on there. See what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to let it go to its fruition here and then unpause. I'm not going to read all of it, is what I'm saying. Any other deaths here? So now I repause it, let it go a little bit. The militia guy that was doing some of that stuff is dead. Alright, just saw that come up. Gem Cutter's not dead. He must have come up for a drink. Well, let's go to wounds. Now, Human Bard's okay. This guy a little bruised. The Human Spearman's bruised. Goblin Poet probably missing that arm. And really badly messed up. His left shoulder's all messed up. I don't know why it's showing that as bruised. Maybe he didn't lose the arm. I thought it said exploded in the gore. Maybe that doesn't mean it's actually gone. So, that Goblin Poet might still have a limp arm there. Dancer's messed up in her arm. These are just minor bruising and stuff on these guys. The Holler. Ranger took a pretty bad hit in his lower arm. This guy's injured up here. Bruised. Who's this guy? Human Crossbowman. These guys aren't really getting into it. They're focused, though. Come on, man. Kill this freaking elf. This one I want dead more than any of them. So, that elfin diplomat. So let's let it go a little bit more. Yeah, more deaths. Actually, quite a bit more deaths. Let's bring up the Hill Giant's injuries. This Human Spearman succumbed to this, too. Now, if you look at him... Alright, his eyelids are actually a little injured. They must have been doing some biting and scratching of that. Upper body's a little bit bruised. Shell, obviously not. And I'm looking here. I don't actually see arms. He's grappling with... This thing is grappling with its wings. It's like basically doesn't have arms, it has wings. So... I think if one person had an actual weapon, the thing would die. So... I am going to put some people into a makeshift squad. I don't remember... There's just going to be random people that are probably just nobodies in my fort. Alright, now. Hopefully, these guys will go grab a weapon before they attack this thing. But I am going to have them attack this thing. So let's let it go here. So we will have a whole squad come up, hopefully grabbing those swords. What just happened here? Elven Caravan. Wonderful. You guys are so helpful. Oh, whoa. Did you actually injure the diplomat? He must have body checked him because his lower body is injured and stunned. We lost more people here, as you can see. So let's just go over it real quickly. He had a prepared food barrel. No! Yeah, alright, it's hard to really tell who's who here. Let's bring up the V menu to see the injuries. Yeah, these guys are taking some major injuries now. I mean, after a while you let it go, this thing will start tearing and ripping people apart. So when you start seeing the red stuff, wow, it's taking some injuries now. I'm wondering, how did this lower body and head injury come about? And its guts are now red. So, someone may be up here with a weapon. Let's take a look once more. In here. Yeah, that Goblin Poet's like kind of his whipping boy. It's still alive, but yeah. So let's just see. It's 38 pages of this, so I really would like to see through our clerk. I'm not going to go through all 38 pages, but I wanted to see if where we landed that, who landed the hits that are injuring it. That may take me a few minutes to locate that, people. So, with 38 pages worth of combat, I'm not so much looking at. I'm looking more at the blue stuff from our people. It would be interesting to see who landed some of those blows on the head and the guts and stuff. We give them their proper due if this is over. Okay, right here, the miner strikes the hill giant in the lower body's harm. One of our miners has come up with his bronze pick, so this is what's turning the tide here. I knew it. Miners are good because they're strong with those picks, and they'll be armed with them. So bronze pick is firmly lodged in there too. Pulls on the embedded thing. I really don't want. See, if I don't, anyone in the base, I don't want to lose the miners, but. Oh, see, yeah, the miners are doing it. Got hit in the gut there with the pick, and I think that's it. The miners are doing this. So we're gonna say the miners. I'm not gonna go looking through all this stuff. Yeah, the human spearman ended up dead here. He is doing some major damage to some of our people, though. And this is where he landed probably the killing shot on the human spearman. In the head with a right foot. He basically kicked his head. Injured part collapses and artery is open. Yeah. Propelled away. So I'm going to not look at the rest of that. We're going to let this go here to its end. May take a little bit. Let's just stop real quickly just to take a look at the injuries. Oh, and this guy finally woke up. That's nice. Yeah, that goblin's in bad shape. Is the kid fighting? It says he's focused. He's not actually fighting. Some of these guys may be the militia guys that are coming up, that are our dudes. Maybe? Mark's dwarf. See, yeah, this guy's one of them. I don't know how he got a left arm injury that quickly. I just made that squad a few seconds ago. I don't even think they can get up here that quickly. I just wanted to take a look at the injuries for some of these guys real quickly, and yeah, the shearer is in bad shape. Wow, basically everything in his body has been bruised badly. Let's unpause and let it go. Something died. I see an S. Did it die? I don't know what that S is. No, it's still here. Zoom to unit. Alright, so he's underneath this guy here in the far corner, upper corner. Now he's in pretty bad shape. Guts, left wing now, pretty badly damaged. Lower body and head. Alright, we're going to let it go. Because this episode is the last episode. This has probably been going on too long. He managed to kill quite a few people. We really weren't protected from the sky, per se. I mean, I think given time we could have made ourselves protected from it, but it's still going on. That people are dying. And he's still there. Right there. But we got a whole slew of new dead people. Let's check our military. None of the military dudes have died yet. I'm not even really sure if they even made it up there yet. Let's bring up the units list. Recover wounded. So a lot of these people are just recovering wounded. And they're going to end up getting... Alright, so they are... where is these guys? Let's see. So they are in the mix. Okay? So if you're wondering what the military guys got up there, they are in the mix. There was one of them right here. But he's still alive, so I could make up more squads. In fact, let's just keep making more squads up with metal armor. I mean, we're ending it, right? I mean, let's go out with a glorious battle here. I know I could probably put a whole heck of a lot more in and make more squads, but let us just... I mean, here's the thing. There's going to be a tantrum spiral when this is over anyway, and lots of burials, and... Okay, what just happened? Taken by a mood. You know, I'm moody enough to say I don't give a crap about your mood. So we're going to be... We got to worry about some guy with a mood. Oh, big whoopity freaking do. There are people falling asleep here, too. We're in combat too long. Bring up the squad. I think we killed him. I was wondering about that. It's not selected anymore. Alright. So... Yeah, he's dead. The Hill Titan is dead. One of the babies got killed in the mix of that. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I just... It's hard to really siphon out who did it. Because it'd be nice to know who did the striking down below. Because some of these things here, like the captain of the guard stabs the Hill Titan and he chipped the muscle. Or false ribs and stuff. That's interesting, but it's not showing under the Titans thing his injuries really too much, other than just the bruisings and the bruisings. Okay, I found the person. It's our brewer. I don't even know if it's our main brewer, but it's this guy here, Fath Lolarning Brewer. Going to status, kills. The Owl of Autumn, the Hill Giant in 237. So the brewer is the one who did it. I'm going to customize him with a professional name. Titan Slayer. Brewer. It'll fit all. Yeah, so let's see here. Most shocking. So he's pretty... I mean, these people... We're gonna have a tantrum spiral. So many people are dead. So many people. I can't even get them buried. So it's gonna be bad. I mean, I'm actually gonna disband the squads because I don't even really care about that. I'll let it go for a few moments here. I don't even know if I have a doctor able to do this. Oh, great, clothier shop. I'm not too worried about him. If you got if you can find stuff, great. Not, I'm not gonna worry about it. New mayor. That's Ficod. Isn't he the one that was married to the previous mayor? Yeah, because the previous mayor was Azov, and that's Ficod. They just keep swapping back and forth as mayor. I didn't know that. They're Baron alive. Baron's still alive. Make shields. Do it now. Now, I don't know why he's complaining, because I thought he has this... That's a different one, Ficod. Rigo Masa something. Let's see. Maybe it's not the same guy. No, slightly different last name. It almost looked exactly the same, that last name, but no. Different mayor. All right. I mean, that's the mayor's office, so I would kick them out if I was deciding to let this go. This is set up as a hospital zone. They even managed to make a couple traction benches. I'm not even really sure I have a doctor enabled, but it's, yeah, I mean, we're going to be experiencing emotional shock here. So we're going to just do lots of coffins. Not that I'm really going to go any forward. I'm done with this. This is the last episode. I wanted to go out with a bang. All right, guys. So if we were going to do this, this is what we would do. We would go up here, start setting up coffins. We'll get the miners to start digging out some more of these these rooms. Like this. But I'm not going to bury the dead right now. So this is our corpse stockpile down here. That's going to get filled to the rim, the brim here real soon. Going to be moving people down, parts down. You see, yeah, and a lot of these people are going to be grieving really heavily. There, this was just, this tavern is, to say it's trashed is an understatement. So, oh, and a human spearman is visiting. Oh, and the elf, I forgot. I mean, I'm still under, these are all still shut down. Did I actually ever designate that? No, I never designated that to be pulled anyway. Wait. I mean, I might as well lower all these. I don't know why I even bothered to bother with them. Yay, more bards are visiting. That's because lots of people died in the attempt. We're out of coal too. Okay. We actually ran out of coal. Charcoal on repeat. And I'm going to probably be ending this here anyway. I don't know why I'm bothering. Do we even have a woodcutter anymore? Did he die in that mess? I had designated a lot of trees up here to be chopped down. So all the drawbridges are down. Elves are coming in for trade, and lots of new visitors, but they're going to be going, I'm in shock because everyone's dead. The diplomat lived. That was the big thing. The diplomat lived. No injuries. Is there a way to look at his thoughts? No, but he's a pretty flighty elf, so we'll just assume. What a way to end a fort. I thought that was perfect. Because honestly, it was just like, let's just go in there and Towerdivine, folks. Towerdivine. Give a thumbs up. Give me some ideas for the next Let's Play, which will be starting up fairly soon here. I may wait until 4206 actually gets to the lazy noob pack, and I'll probably then, might as well approve your souls ring, because that would have helped us out. Yeah, I'm going to wait till 4206 gets to the lazy noob pack, but because I have a new computer, I may do some testing out of recording and stuff. So it seems to be running pretty well on my new computer. If you remember some of my older Let's Plays, my new computer, because it's a 64-bit operating system, occasionally had issues running Dwarf Fortress and having black screen of death and stuff like that. Wow, a lot of things dead. Do we have any miners left? They're all sleeping. We have a lot of sleeping going on because of that. So I would probably designate more of this. But what we'll probably be doing here is retiring the fortress for the time being. Once I get these bodies buried. And yeah, we're officially done with this one. So I want to thank you guys for watching this one. I will be coming back. The idea in my head, like I said, for the next one is going to be probably individual rooms, individual estates, almost like villas, like dining room, bedroom. And I sort of was doing this in one of the previous Let's Plays, but it never really worked out right. But I'm going to try and do it a different way than I did in that one. I'm trying to remember if that was in version 40, in which it might have been Inky Vipers, the previous Let's Play to this one. I can't remember, where I was trying to do that, where they would have their own estate. And what I'm going to try and do is more like this, like it'd be more spiral shaped, like it'll be a central stairway, you'll have a few on each level, and then you'll just go down and we'll have it more like a vertical base. That's what I was thinking more of, like that. So what I want to do is I want to have them each individually do the etchings on the wall in their own room. And yeah, like they'll have their own workshop, their own whatever. So that'll probably be in the next one, and you guys can add to that if you can have more interesting ideas of what I can work into that. As far as, because I was talking about this whole Let's Play about some ideas for what we would do. I could do all this on the surface too. That could be a whole thing, but that would be a whole big pain in the butt. And we'll proof. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon in the next Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress Fortress Mode. Adios, folks.